She said when she found out that he had me pregnant, and she said he was overly excited about it. We're back into it. Next thing you know, it went so fast, I heard a boom. How my baby daddy's girlfriend unalived him for getting me pregnant.
I'm so sorry. In advance, I'm starting with apology because I want y'all to know I hate when I open up a story time looking for drama, looking for juice, looking for something we could laugh out, looking for a person who deserves for us to kick their back in. And what I get back is drama. Not drama. Trauma. Like, yes, is there drama? Yes. Can we laugh about it? Not if we want to go to heaven. I don't even think this is a long story. I think it's just a painful story. So there's a lady. I don't remember what state she said she started out in, but she had a husband and children at the beginning of this story. Her husband ended up abandoning her and all her children. So that caused her to go into a state of depression, and she moved back to Mississippi, where she from.
I was married for 15 years, and I was staying in Houston, Texas with my then husband and our kids. At that point, me and my ex-husband ended up leaving me and my kids homeless. Like, took everything. Nothing. We had nothing. Absolutely nothing. Took everything from us or whatnot, and left us homeless. So then I ended up having to move back to Mississippi, where I'm originally from. I'm from Mississippi. When I moved back to Mississippi, it had been 15 plus years since I had lived in Mississippi. I lived in Houston for 15 years, but I had been gone from my hometown for probably about 18 years, 18, 19 years or whatnot. Moving back home, everybody had to grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's over a decade. People change. Now, I knew my baby daddy forever. I've been knowing him since we were young kids. I used to mess with him back in the day. So when I came back home, I was very, very vulnerable. I had nobody, know nothing to talk to or anything. So when I seen him one day, we was in the store, and I seen him, he was like, "What's up, Ken?" Oh, well, not look, and it was him. And I'm like, "What's up?" You know, I wasn't thinking that of it, but it had been a minute. I was going through some stuff. I needed a friend. You know, I had nobody. So me and him decided that we was gonna link up and start kicking it.
So she said when she moved back into Mississippi, she said, it's a small, tight-knit town. She said, she going through something. Her husband just leave her with all her kids. It's a period of depression. So she's just looking for a way to have fun, to kick it in peace. So she meet a man. And then that's where the trouble always begins. Oh Lord, I gotta laugh here. I gotta make whatever little jokes that we could make right here, because it ain't gonna be too much to joke with sooner than we know. I forget. I didn't even tell y'all what this story name. You know what? I should have led with that. My apologies. This TikTok story time was named "My Baby Daddy's Girlfriend Unalived Him Because I Was Pregnant for Him."
How my baby daddy's girlfriend unalived him for getting me pregnant.
I just want y'all to know there's a big gap between when gals be like, "I can kill this nigga" for jokes. Like, oh, if you cheat on me, you do this to me, you have a baby on me, I can kill you. Big gap between that and really killing niggas. It's a big gap between that. Hold on, man. I'm gonna laugh. I ain't laughing at the circumstances. I laughing at the joke in my mind because the scene in the Boondocks is my CJ always quoting this shit right now. When he's be like, "I know we got our problems with Massa, but this is murder." It's like,
I know we've all had our problems with Massa, but this is murder.
I know we hate you niggas, but this is murder. So she say she moved back to her hometown, which I believe is Mississippi. And she meets this man and she thinks he's wonderful. They having the best of times. They hanging out everywhere. They going out everywhere. They like really locked in. She's like publicly, everybody knows that she having the best of times. But she's, she just having fun. She ain't looking to try to make this a serious relationship or anything. So then she say she start getting text messages from an unknown number. And the unknown number is like, "You fucking with my nigga, stop fucking with my nigga." And she's like, "Well, I only fucking with one nigga, so she go to the nigga like, "Hey, these text messages about you?" Just like a lying ass nigga. No, I don't know what that's about. I don't know nothing about that. Hey, whatever. So she was like, "You know what? Okay, like that must have nothing to do with me because we in the public, people that see us together, ain't nothing been a secret. Like, how could he have a girlfriend? When would he have time to spend time with his girlfriend?"
Run, bitch! Run!
And I told him about the text message that I was getting. He was, "Oh, Ken, I don't know who that is or whatnot. That ain't for me." He was making a joke. He was like, "You must be cheating on me. You must be cheating on me." And I was like, "I'm not cheating on you or whatnot." So we let that go.
And I ain't kicking this lady back in because, like I tell y'all, this story is going to take a very traumatic turn. Like, and it's seriously traumatic. Like, you could see it. I want to be clear, of all of like these TikTok story times we've been doing here on Olay and Chill, the only one of them that was like straight up fake, I believe, is the not I believe, I'm sure of. Straight up fake was the girl talking about fucking a nigga in prison and getting pregnant. I believe she really like with that nigga who is in prison, but I believe like, you know, they decide to do that little story time or something, whatever. She looking to try raise money. And I think the girl, the one who was harassing her baby daddy wife, I just have a feeling something about her. She's be doing the videos and stuff all the time. I think she's one of those people who doing those like undisclosed ads, like where they agree to work for a company or something, like a cheaters app or something. So they do all these story times to make it seem organic. I don't have proof yet, but that's what I believe that one girl is. But all the other ones, the one we did where the girl daddy was doing all the cheating on her mommy and all of that. This last one we did where her husband was sleeping with her mother. This story, very real. Very real. Like, and this one takes like a steep traumatic turn. Like, you could see it all over the woman. It shit very sad. Anyway, where was I say that to say I'm not gonna believe this lady. However, gals who know they messing with niggas who have gals and then try to pretend like they don't know when they've been told is crazy. It's like, just say you want to mess with this man so bad you don't care about what he was doing. And it's clear like she's in love with this nigga. Like, you could see it all throughout how she like retells their relationship and all that. He was really like a bright spot in an otherwise dark time in her life until the times got even darker. But still, anyway, you know, at the very least, he has a deranged lady behind him. You know what I mean? Like, who feel like they together. Nonetheless, it's like, this man is lying. And I want y'all to know, he doing big lying. This man not only had a girlfriend, this girl was his girlfriend of 20 years. And he has 13 baby mothers.
Hey, you. Finally awake.
Not 13 children, 13 baby mothers. Anyway, so that's the prize in this story. God rest his soul. So she says she keep dealing with him anyway. She keep fooling with him. She having all the fun with him. Now at this point or whatever, they finally like, they having sex. They having a ball. She gets pregnant.
Then I get pregnant. So I tell him that I'm pregnant. I send him the stuff to his phone. I send him everything to his phone. So that night he ended up coming over my house or whatnot, my auntie house where I was staying. And I'll never forget it. He was like, come on, babe. Like, we finna go to my house. That was my first time actually going to his house, you know.
And let me just say this before I get to that, because men really is be so bold and brazen, because it's one thing to be cheating on your woman, shamelessly, openly or whatever. But it's another thing to know that your woman knows about it and has flown the coop to the point where she fucking reaching out to the gal and telling her, don't fucking play with me. I'll do you something if you keep fucking messing with my nigga, and you still playing with her. Like, niggas like that so bold. You know your woman know about it. You cheating on her, you still doing the fuck. You don't value it.
What was that?
I want victim blame and say you don't value his life, seeing as he has lost it. But although everybody in this story is a victim, and I want to say we could get to it. Because I jump in the gun. We could talk about it. So anyway, she and the man grinding. So she says they grinding. She hears sounds. She started hearing sounds. And she said, you know, it's a big house and it's a little bit of older house. So she's saying to him, hey, like, everything cool? Is somebody like you hearing a sound? And he's like, oh, she said he's so into the sex. They so into the sex. She said she on top of him. She riding him. She offered these details that she was on top of him and she was riding him. And I eventually understood why she felt like it was important for us to know that she was initially on top riding him. So she said they so into the sax and he ain't really paying no mind. He's like, you know, it's just an old house. It's just old sounds. It ain't nothing or whatever. And she's like, oh, she's still a little like unnerved because she keep hearing sounds. So she say in order to make her feel comfortable, he decide to get on top. So they switch positions and he get on top. She say, when your next look, all she hears is fucking boom.
As he on top of me, he kissing me. He making me more and more relaxed or whatnot. So we getting back into it. At this point, he is on top of me. We're back into it. Next thing you know, literally at the blink, it just went so fast. I can't even fathom the thought. It went so fast. I heard a boom. That's what you heard. You heard a boom. And somebody just cut out. I'm so shocked and startled. I don't even know. Wait, like he looking at me like this. That's how he was looking at me, like he was stuck.
And she said when she opened her eyes, she see him just like stuck like this for a second, like eyes length. And she said, the next thing you know, he fucking fall over on her and the blood start gushing. And that's when she realized he was shot in the back of his fucking neck.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That's a crazy way to fuck around and find out, you know. That's an insane way to fuck around and find out. So she say from there, this is obviously a hugely traumatic situation. I ain't even gonna go through relaying this to y'all the way this was laid, because this shit was sad and stressful. And like, I think I should include this in the story. She is currently pregnant, like as she's recording this to us. This happened recently. That she is still with child for this man. She say she's fucking terrified. She starts screaming. She starts wailing. She's scared. She don't know where it come from. She don't know who it do. She never saw the person do the shooting. She said her eyes was closed. They was having sex. And then all you know, she looked, she had a fucking boom. And she looked and it was this trauma and she fucking screaming. So she finally like, she grabbed her phone and she called her mommy. Before she even called the police, she's scared. She called her mommy and her mommy called the police. She said when the police and everybody get there, she say she didn't respond to the police initial screams because she was scared. She didn't know where the killer is or anything like that. She said it wasn't until she heard her mommy voice that she's like, she ran to the door and she said she collapsed in her mommy arms.
They come outside and they asking me, questions. Did I see who did it or what the person had on? I didn't see nothing. I'm telling them I didn't see nothing, to the point where they almost was feeling like, did you do it? You get what I'm saying? That's how they was making me feel. Did you do it? Y'all, instead of telling them I didn't see what happened, we was having sex. So I can't tell you, he was on top of me.
And she said the police was at first dealing with her like they think she do it, because she was like, oh, she don't know who the shooter is. Listen, this is the next thing. She said his family come to the scene, they crying, they screaming. And I guess her only fucking saving grace, and she said she out there, she traumatized her. She feeling like, what the fuck, like what happened? She's scared like this was almost her. She traumatized. Again, imagine you grinding a nigga and he fucking gets shoot out of thin air. Like imagine in his fucking neck and he collapsed on you. That's some traumatizing shit. And she said that they pronounced him dead right on the fucking scene. And it wasn't until like the next day or so that his mother reached out to her mother to let him know that his girlfriend had committed suicide, and she left a note.
She said when she found out that he had me pregnant, and she said he was overly excited about it. She read it through his text messages and it just crushed her. Because she said out of all those kids that he got on her, he always put her last, like she didn't matter. And she said he promised her this time that he wouldn't do her like that no more. But he did. He hurt her. He hurt her bad. I think she was crushed to the point, basically, from the note that I got, she was crushed to the point where she just couldn't live no more.
And in the letter, she was like, I ain't sorry for shit. I've been with this nigga for 20 years and all he's ever done is fucking cheat on me and treat me bad and lie to me. And then I see him with this woman and being so happy with this woman. He's so happy to have a baby with her on the back of my pain and shit. And she say not only is she not sorry she killed him, she say she meant to kill the cow. So that's the end of the story. Like I said, I was sorry at the beginning of the video because I know we're supposed to like be chilling and talking fun things. And I mean, like, what do we say about this really? Like, I could offer it in like, y'all remember in Acrimony, Melinda carries on. So I'm actually, funny enough, I swear to you, I'm actually writing a video about this right now because I'm writing a video in the background for Illuminati Pop about a thin line between love and hate. And I'm kind of talking about this, like the nuances of this, about how if a woman can handle something disproportionately in the end, like murder, like attempted murder or murder would be handling the issues disproportionately. The narrative, like she's crazy in the end of the story and she becomes the villain without us exploring like how she got to that point, like 20 years of abuse from this man, So, I guess that's this here. Sorry. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, it's your lucky day because you just found it on one of 7 channels inside my Illuminati-verse. Subscribe to Illuminati, my flagship channel, where you'll find my magnum opuses like If Pretty is a Privilege, Ugly is a Curse, How This Didn't Age Well Destroyed Media Literacy, How Men Become Aziz Ansari, and more. Subscribe to Illuminati Pop for my TV and film essays on shows like How I Met Your Mother, Sex and the City, Desperate Housewives, You, Euphoria, Insecure, and so many more. You can also join Illuminati Pop on Patreon to watch all of my YouTube videos uncensored. Subscribe to Illuminati Bites for short, serious, and nuanced commentary on whatever the internet is spiraling about. Subscribe to Olay and Chill if you're trying to laugh and chill while unpacking the latest TikTok chaos. Subscribe to Illuminati Politics for sharp breakdowns of the political moments shaping our lives right now. Subscribe to Illuminati Extras for music commentary and industry deep dives. Subscribe to Olay and Friends to watch your favorite Black thinkers and creators dissect the culture. Subscribe to any or all the channels in the Illuminati-verse that speak to you, and I'll see you there. And you can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky at Illuminati. And you can also follow Illuminati Pop and Olay and Chill on Instagram and TikTok so you never miss a thing.